All right. Howdy, everybody. Uh, it's, I think, Wednesday. Again, I don't have my Fitbit on, so yes, here we are. I've got the tub pretty much where I want it. 1 3/4 on the side edges. Let's see if I can show you. Right around 1 3/4. All right. Yeah, well, actually, 1 5/8. So, yeah, around 1 5/8. And back here, I'm at. Wait a minute, let me push you in. Just hold on. Okay. I'm at. Oh, I can't see. It's 4 3/8 from a distance, right? Let's see what this one is. Just to be close to the same. All right. So that's my back deck. 4 and change. That's good. That's a nice back deck. Now that's a 2x6. I'm thinking. Here's my front piece that I made. Right. I thought I made this out of a 2x6. This top piece. This my top deck, or the deck top, whatever. I thought it was a 2x6, but it's not. It's a 2x4. And this bottom one is a 2x4 as well. And I must have done that for a reason. And I think the reason was that I wanted to come out flush with this. It's not in, where it's supposed to be yet. But I think that was my idea, is making this flush with this wall. And I thought about changing this into a 2x6. And that would give me another, let's say, 1.5 inches. Maybe, whatever the math comes out to. Am I going to gain that much? Well, I'll gain that 1.5 inches or whatever. But it'll also be protruding out from this wall. And I don't know if I want that. So that's one thing I have to think about. Right now, another thing is my finish, my edge finish. This is my dowel tile. This is the deck tile, the smooth subway tile. I need to think about how I want to finish this. I thought about putting a piece of bullnose, and I think I talked about that. In fact, let me go see if I can find it in the shop. Hold on. Okay, it's up there. I'll point to it. It's right here. See that piece of bullnose? There's also another one here. It's too long. It's too long to grab. So let me see if I have a spare piece cut somewhere. This is a good time to show you my garbage can. Right? My garbage can that I bought specifically for my scrap. Let's see if I have any down here. I don't think I have any. All right, well. Yeah, I really don't want to take out that piece of bullnose because it comes all the way. It's it's pretty long. All right, let's see if we can work something else out here. But you know what bullnose is, right? Hold on one sec. Okay, so back here in the in the practical world. Man, this is a nice tub. Very nice tub. So I have it pretty much where I want it to be. The tub. Got a nice deck back there, and I have not a thinner ledge deck here. And like I said, do I want to have it overhang? I'm thinking no, because the purpose of the deck is just to finish off the tub. It's not to support the weight of the tub, because as we discussed many times, that job goes to the legs, to the 5 legs. So it's not like I need this to be any wider to hold on to things, to set things down, because that's what the back deck would be for. So coming back full circle, if we want to get this flush to the wall, how am I going to finish this edge? That's what it's going to come down to. How am I going to finish this edge? Because that's the raw edge right there. That's the raw factory edge. That's not meant to be seen by when you look at it. That's meant to be hidden by something, be it trim, another piece of tile, or something. So I have to, that's why the bullnose, I was thinking about the bullnose. Now that bullnose I showed you in the shop is pretty robust. I don't know if they make anything different. I'll have to look, but I don't need a thick, big old bullnose because that's going to cover like half my tile. So that, we don't want that. So, but that's what I'm looking at is a bullnose strip, and that'll do a couple things. It'll finish this top, the top edge, and it will give me something for the up and down to finish this edge over the go board. All right, so I think I'm talking myself into leaving this a 2x4, and I had to. You see my notches? I had to notch this out, and not only did I have to notch this part out here, but I had to. Let's see if I can show you. I can't see what you're saying. I had to notch all the way at an angle. This goes all the way down and feeds somewhere. Yeah, feeds here. See this? That's the thing. That's that same tubing. So I had to notch all the way out to accept that. I also had to notch this piece out. You can see that, all right, for this. So that's fine. No big deal. All right, it's done. Now this is not set in place. I just put this in to figure, it's the center of the tub, get that all done. All right, so let's move on to something a little bit more pleasant, maybe. The faucet. That's my center right there. And where's my jig? I think it's in the shop. But let me show you. You already know how deep it is. I mean, it's pretty deep, right? And the tile and the thin set will take a thickness, but still, I'm concerned that the faucet is going to be lost in the tub lip. I mean, look at that, right? Now, maybe I'm overthinking it, but am I really concerned about it? A little. I mean, it's a nice faucet. I kind of wanted it to be the centerpiece of the tub. That's why it's in the center. That's why it's gone back there in that center. I kind of wanted, when you come into the bathroom, like, I'll be inviting friends over and I'll say, yeah, come look at my Roman faucet, right? So when they come into my luxurious bathroom, the first thing that they might see is the Roman faucet. I'm even like, whoa. And I want that thing to stand out, I want you to see it. I don't want it to be buried down there. But I have something that, here, let me show you this. This is pretty important. Okay, so there, that's the cover, the shroud to the faucet valve. And here's the valve itself, all right? And that's without tile or thin set or anything. So here's the valve itself. Here's the important part. Hold on. Wait a second. All right, here it comes down to this. I only have so much to work with this valve, meaning the threaded portion. It's not like this is, forever long. I only have this much to work with, which is barely, let's say, not even 2 inches, right? And that means that 2 inches has to go through the tile, the go board, and that 2x. That 2x itself is 1.5 inches. So the go board is another, let's say, half. So that's 2 inches. Hold on. So that's 2 inches right off the bat, right? And that's not even including the thin set and the tile. So what am I saying? I'm saying that the way it's configured right now with the go board and my 2x is too thick, right? Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. We don't want to, hold on. Yeah, we don't want to drop anything in the tub at this point. That's for sure. And we've been good this whole time, so we don't want to start dropping stuff in there now. All right. So here's a bit of an example. See, that's what I have to work with. So, like I said, 1.5 inches plus a half, that's 2 inches, plus the thickness of the thinset and the tile, that's another, let's say, 1/2 inch. So that's 2.5 inches, which I don't have. I don't have 2.5 inches. Right. So that's why I have to be thinking. Remember, I was going to double up on the go board and put that thick piece of PVC back there. That's not going to happen. I can't. That's not going to work because I have this, which is 1.5 inches in itself. You know. So I'm going to have to cut out some meat back there all the way across the entire installation of the faucet. Right? All the way across there. Because, I mean, look. Can't even see it, right? Well, but yeah, the tile's not there, but the tile and the thinset is not going to raise it up that much. It's going to get lost. Look at that little guy right there. You can't even see him. Like, look at this. What's that? Oh, that's a faucet. Oh, wow. Yeah, I want to be able to see the faucet. So I got to work on that, and we will. We're gonna get it to work. I thought about, and I'm gonna start cutting this short because it's coming on 12 minutes, and that's way too long. So we're gonna get it to work. I'm gonna cut a bunch of meat out. I don't know if I'm gonna take it all the way across or just where the valves are gonna go through, and you know, we're gonna get it to work. If I have to drill big hole, you know, like really big holes all the way through the meat and double up on the go board, which is not, you know, I don't think it's meant to be wrenched on as far as a valve goes for a faucet. It's not just designed for that. It's designed for what it's doing, which is hanging my tile. It's just holding, you know, giving me a waterproof and a good suitable foundation for my tile. All right, so we're going to work at it. I'm going to leave you with this shot right here because that's the that's what we got on our mind right now. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day. There's going to be more to come.